Hey there, Libra. Welcome to your reading for the week of June 9th. This week you have this card. It says, sometimes life stings, this wasp spirit, and you have the skunk spirit. It says, know your worth. I think Libra has been dealing with this for a while, like understanding their value, right? And, kind of like getting your value out of the world, meaning like you actually enter into all situations in life, not just one thing, but everything, getting what you deserve. And so I think this has been a theme for you here, Libra, that you've been working towards for a very long period of time. And again, it could be something that you are trying to change as well. Trying to get more out of life, right? And I think part of your secret is definitely going to be strength right here. The solution to the Five of Pentacles is strength, literally. The Five of Pentacles says, do not call attention to your weaknesses. You need to double down on your strengths. So I think it's time for you to do that. Really crazy. Almost every single person in June has had, in this second week of June, has had aces in their reading. So I've seen a ton of aces this week. So it could be a good new beginning week. You start with the Eight of Wands, the Eight of Cups, and the Four of Wands. Eight of Wands can be a quick success or a quick conclusion coming in for you here. And I kind of feel like there could be actually some good news in regards to something in your life where you feel left out in the cold. We go from the Eight of Cups down to the Five of Pentacles to the Nine of Cups. So going from the Five of Pentacles to the Nine of Cups could say that you are coming out of the cold. And, again, this could be like news that's coming in for you that is being delivered that is saying you are coming out of the cold, which obviously would be a good thing. One thing I will say is with the Five of Pentacles, the Eight of Wands is my card of like creating a slip and slide in life. It says like, how can you make your life more efficient? How can you get more out of things that you're working on? And so if there's any friction in any area of your life, it's like, how can you improve upon that or fix it? And that's what I would be doing with the Eight of Wands. You have the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups can represent walking away from things that no longer serve you. So a lot of you could be just cutting out the crap, which definitely makes sense. We go from down to the Nine of Swords and Five of Pentacles here. You have this card that says sometimes life stings. I don't really feel like this is a sting. I feel this is more like you're seeing something. It's like, I love Louise Hay, right? And she used to say, if your floor was dirty, but you couldn't see the dirt, you can't sweep it up. And it's like, sometimes I think life just points stuff out to us that we're wasting time on or that just isn't working, so that we can sweep it up, so we can get rid of it. And I kind of feel like that. The reading itself is very good, but I'm just saying, this right here could be like a moment this week or something that you're seeing where you're like, you know what, this is just a bunch of garbage on my floor that I need to sweep up. And so it's like I get that kind of like clean it up vibe off of those cards. You have the Four of Wands. I love readings with the Eight of Wands and the Four of Wands kind of coming up together because the Eight of Wands, again, is quick movement. The Four of Wands is a card of being set free. There's like this finish line right here. And I always say that this card is a finish line card. It's a card of crossing the finish line and kind of being set free. Of course, it can represent marriage, all that other stuff. But, there is love here. And sure, some of you could be meeting a person you'll marry. But I really feel that this is talking about, again, freedom, or you setting yourself free. I also think it's asking you to like commit to the new you, because we go up here, Five of Pentacles to the Strength card. It's like, I think that you need to commit to your strength, or it's like you need to realize how strong you actually are, Libra, because that's what will lead to success. With the Eight of Wands, you have the Seven of Swords. Yes, there are better ways of doing everything that you're doing, basically. The Eight of Wands, like I said, is the card of creating a slip and slide in life. It means, like I said, it's like if you're bumping up against obstacles, if you're experiencing challenges or whatever, the Eight of Wands can be about smoothing those things out, making them simpler or easier or better. The Seven of Swords is about like walking away from things that no longer serve you, or doing things in a tactical way. He is stealing these swords from this army that's in the background of the card so they can't be used against him in battle. So the two cards together basically say everything you're doing, there's probably a better way to do it. And, discovering that better way will lead to more smoothness in your life. With the Eight of Cups, you have the Nine of Cups. Love it. I already knew that this Eight of Cups would be good because we already have the Nine of Cups here, but that really confirms it. The whole point of the Eight of Cups is that he is walking away from these 8 cups so that he doesn't have to settle in life. He's not willing to settle on what these eight cups provide him with, which isn't enough. So some people say that he is walking towards the Nine of Cups, but we don't actually know that. And he definitely doesn't know that he's going to find fulfillment or not. The whole point of the Eight of Cups is he's going on the journey to find fulfillment. And, that's what you could be doing here. With the Four of Wands, you have the Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups can be your emotions overflowing, being very happy. So I think that there could be a lot of happiness and joy coming in for you with this card. I also think that, excuse me, I think that your emotions could be kind of like very happy. I also think that there could be like a strong love connection coming in for you. Obviously, you have the Two of Cups here. You also have the Emperor, the King of Cups. Could be a very strong person, strong emotional person. Sometimes I think in readings where we have the Five of Pentacles that you could be attracting a person who's been through something very similar to you. So, maybe that's a clue for you, Libra. If like you meet a person I'm not saying the same love story, but maybe they have had similar experiences to you or similar challenges, and so that they might understand you on that level. And that's definitely popping into my head. Next, in the area of what's coming in for you, you have this card. It says, what you've been waiting for is ready to be. Your patience is about to be rewarded. You have this temptation card. It says, what is tempting you at this moment may not be a wise choice. So I would definitely be careful of any past temptations with the Nine of Swords showing up in this reading for sure. Again, I think your patience is about to be rewarded. You literally have the King of Cups, and like right next to the King of Cups, you have the Strength card. Strength is also patience. And I literally just said a minute ago that Strength is the answer to the Five of Pentacles for you. So having patience, waiting patiently would be a very good idea for you, Libra. The King of Cups is also about following your emotions. The King of Cups has very deep emotions. He's sitting in the middle of the ocean. And, it kind of says that he has explored his emotions to a very deep level, and now he's ready to kind of be successful. He's sitting in choppy waters, but he is perfectly fine because he has explored his emotions on a deep level. And I feel that for a lot of you. It's like a lot of you, you've probably explored your emotions on a deep level, and it's like now you're ready to move forward, which is a good thing. You have the Five of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles is a card of feeling left out in the cold. I would be careful, especially with like the Seven of Swords, Eight of Cups, Nine of Swords. I would be careful of anyone like coming back from the past or just a person who's like trying to get to you from the past. I would be careful of that energy for sure because, this kind of looks like you have this temptation thing. You have the Five of Pentacles. I would be careful of repeating a cycle. The Nine of Swords is the card of repeating a cycle. It's like having a nightmare, waking up and being stuck in a nightmare. So I kind of do feel that this is encouraging you to avoid a nightmare or to avoid being stuck in a nightmare at this time. Like I said, Nine of Swords is a card of repeating something over and over and over again. And I would be careful of repeating a cycle with a person. With the King of Cups, you have the Ace of Pentacles. We have the Ace of Pentacles twice, which is crazy because other people have had the Ace of Pentacles twice in the reading, which is kind of funny. But definitely could be a new opportunity coming in for you. Again, the Ace of Pentacles is an opportunity that has potential. The Ace of Pentacles is something that, requires work. The Ace of Pentacles, we have to nurture it into existence. That's the whole point of the card, is that we have to take that big seed, we have to plant it in the ground, and we have to water it, feed it, fertilize it, give it sunlight. So we really have to nurture the Ace of Pentacles into existence. With the Five of Pentacles, you have the Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles is like slow, steady progress forward. I think that this is saying that you need to plant seeds in new fields. The Knight of Pentacles, he has these empty fields behind him, and he needs to plant seeds in those fields to get them to grow. The whole point of the Knight of Pentacles is that he is ready to plant those seeds. He is ready to get moving. And so I think that you are probably more ready than you think at this time with the Knight of Pentacles. I think you're probably more ready for success than you think. With the Nine of Swords, you have the Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles is a card of resourcefulness. You always get the Queen of Pentacles with me, Libra, I'm pretty sure. So the Queen of Pentacles is a card of resourcefulness and using your resources to create success. in the future. I'm pretty sure you've had this card a long time. I think you've learned how to be resourceful over the years because of the challenges you've been through. And now you could finally be getting the benefits. Again, the rest of the reading is amazing here. So a lot of you could be getting like bigger benefits for the work that you're doing. Next, in the area of messages from your future self, you have this protection card and this purity card. Yeah, I think you are protected. I think you've learned how to protect yourself. Again, you have that strength card. You also have the Emperor, and it's like you have learned how to put up boundaries and be strong. Yeah, I think you've also learned how to show your strength, right? She has her hands in this lion's mouth, and I always say, who in the right mind would stick their hands in a lion's mouth? The answer is nobody. So she is kind of putting on a display of strength. She is showing how strong she is by putting her hands in a lion's mouth. So a lot of you could be putting your strength on display, and the right people could be seeing it, because we have like Emperor, Two of Cups. This is great for love. Like a person could be appreciating your strength and love, but it could also be good for other things in life as well, like work or business where strength is required. The Strength card is also a card of patience. I kind of feel like you have been patient for a very long time. Obviously, Queen of Pentacles. We don't look at the Queen of Pentacles as a card of patience, but in my readings, you have had the Queen of Pentacles for a long time. And it's just like a theme that I've noticed. I think that you have developed a lot of strength or something, or you are developing a lot of strength in your life. And of course, that will be a good thing. You have the Emperor. The Emperor is about taking the lead. So a lot of you could be taking the lead at this time with the Emperor in your personal life. The other thing is he has the Ace of Pentacles here to the Emperor and then here to the Emperor as well. The Emperor, he is sitting down on his throne and he has his armor on underneath his cloak. And the armor kind of says that he is ready to go at a moment's notice. The second an opportunity presents itself, he's going to grab onto it and take that opportunity. So you could really be getting some really great opportunities at this time that you should be taking advantage of. And so I would be again, taking advantage of those opportunities that are coming in for you at this time because they could be leading to a lot of success. I would also be looking out for an Emperor. Again, if you're looking for love, there could be an Emperor type person that's coming in now. You have the Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups can be a card of fulfillment or wish fulfillment coming in for you. So a lot of you could be experiencing wish fulfillment at this time, especially with that Eight of Cups. Like we already said, you could be walking straight towards more fulfillment in your life. And of course, that would be a good thing. The Nine of Cups is a great card for being in the energy of what you want to be. So we have to match the energy of what we want with this card to get it. And I would just make sure you're matching the energy of what you want out of life to get it. With the Strength card, you have the Eight of Cups again. So we have all these repeating cards here, and here. And, the repeating cards basically are the universe saying, I meant what I said. So a lot of you are walking away. It requires strength to walk away from a temptation. We have this temptation card here. But I also think doing it is going to lead to true wish fulfillment. It's almost like this reading is just true wish fulfillment. With the Emperor, you have the High Priestess. High Priestess is about trusting your intuition, and so you need to trust your intuition. She also has no roof over her head. The High Priestess can represent unlimited potential, and so sometimes we have to believe that we have the potential to do something, and if we actually take action and we do it, we will find success. So this is like a card of believing in your true potential or believing in unlimited potential. I would also say it's a great time. We are in a time of mystery, so if there's anything that is mysterious to you about anything that you're working on or doing, this would be about exploring mystery, and that's what I would say there. With the Nine of Cups, you have the Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles is straightforward, diligent work. And so I think that, putting in the work to make things a success would be a really good idea for you with the Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles is also a card of mastering your craft, which I think a lot of Libras are definitely doing for sure. I've been seeing this for you for months, years, Libra, that a lot of you are becoming masters of whatever it is that you do out of life. And again, Eight of Pentacles is material success on the horizon, literally more money coming in for the work that you do. So a lot of you could be getting paid more money for the work that you do. Next, in the area of the good stuff, you have this Reckless card. It says, uncontrolled spending habits and impulsive purchases are making your financial journey harder than it has to be. You could be correcting this or fixing this because it's showing up in the good stuff. You have this dream home card. It says, when you are living your best life every day, your dream home is your actual home. So yes, a lot of you could be, a lot of your past readings have talked about your environment, Libra. So a lot of you could be creating a more favorable environment for yourself in your own home, and that could be a good thing. You have the Two of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Page of Wands. The Two of Cups can be a perfect match coming in for you. So a lot of you could be experiencing some sort of perfect match in life, in love. And if you're attracted in love, here you go. This could be a person who's different than your usual type. But, again, it's since like 2022 or something like that. I've only done one set of love readings on this channel. It was like in 2022 or 2021 or something. I can't remember. But the whole point is that everybody had the Two of Cups at that time. So I think everybody is in a place where, we could be attracting a person who's different than our usual type, and it's probably a good thing. You have the Ace of Pentacles. Again, clearly there's like a big opportunity. Clearly it's an opportunity week. This week, I think everybody should be looking for opportunities because everybody has had the Ace of Pentacles. So these could be opportunities for anything. The Ace of Pentacles is quite simply an opportunity for growth. But, this could be in love, in work, in business, in career. It could be anything. So I think a lot of you need to take advantage of the opportunities that are coming your way because it looks to me like you're going to be a lot more successful. You have the Page of Wands. Page of Wands can, of course, be you going on an adventure. So a lot of you could be going on some sort of adventure with the Page of Wands. I think being more adventurous would be a good idea right now as well with the Page of Wands. He needs sometimes I think he needs to follow his enthusiasm, which I feel would be very good for you, Libra. It's like, I just get this feeling that your enthusiasm could be guiding you towards success, but it's like you could be saying to yourself, like, I can't follow my enthusiasm because I have to work, or something like that. So again, I would trust your enthusiasm. With the Two of Cups, you have the Tower. Again, the Tower and the good stuff would be a pleasant surprise. So again, this could be like an unexpected connection or an unexpected surprise in love. So for those of you that want a love connection, again, this looks very good. It could be a very solid love connection. Again, even with the Tower, it could be just a pleasant surprise. With the Ace of Pentacles, you have the Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles is a card of independence, and gratitude and luxuries. She's able to take care of herself. She has 6 pentacles over here, 3 pentacles over here. The whole point of the card is that she always keeps more than enough for herself. She keeps 6 pentacles for herself, and she has 3 pentacles here. So I think that a lot of you, this is about the fact that you've probably really learned how to truly balance your energy. And, obviously that would be a good thing because it would say you're not like burning yourself out anymore. A minute ago, we were talking about your environment. You always get the Nine of Pentacles with me, Libra. This is why I'm always talking about your environment, because it is an environment card. It is a card of kind of like having a successful environment for yourself. With the Page of Wands, you have the Two of Cups. Yes, clearly there is a person, definitely could be a fire sign for sure. We do see a lot of fire here. It could be any sign. It's a general reading, of course, but Two of Cups is a perfect match, and Two of Cups is you and your higher self. So your higher self could be guiding you towards a person, or again, this could also just be that your higher self is guiding you in life in general. So I would be listening to your higher self here, Libra. And you have this carrot, it says opportunity or windfall. Yeah, definitely could be some big opportunities coming in for you. Very successful reading with that Ace of Pentacles. Again, that Ace of Pentacles could, it could be an opportunity that could be a windfall for you. So any opportunities you're getting, I would be accepting. You have this woman card. It says dealings or relationships with a woman. You have this flowers card. It says happiness on it. Definitely could be a lot of joy and happiness coming in for you. So there could be a lot of happiness, joy, love, peace, all those good feelings coming in here. You have this butterfly card. It says a change for the better. So yes, definitely could be some major improvements coming in for you at this time, and it would be a change for the better. We see a ton of cards here that really represent that. Even the Tower and the good stuff can be a good change. The Tower, those people are coming down to reality. They're seeing reality for how it actually is, and now because they can see reality, they can move forward in a better way. So a lot of you could just be seeing reality. You have this shark. It says, take care or there will be loss of material wealth. I would keep an eye on your finances. Money looks good, but I've been saying this for many years now, that even if you have $1 billion in the bank account, I wouldn't be spending it all over the place. Like, I would definitely be keeping an eye on your finances. You have this owl card. It says, good advice from a wise person. Yeah, we are in an amazing time for learning from mentors. The thing about Pluto and Aquarius, which we have for like the next 20 years basically, is that Pluto and Aquarius is anything that benefits the collective. But it's not only us that have to benefit the collective. If we learn from a mentor, for example, they are benefiting us, like in reverse, if that makes sense. So it's a little bit confusing, but not really. It's pretty straightforward. Again, if you learn from other people, they could really be benefiting you and leading to a lot of benefits in your life as well. So that's what I'd be paying attention to here. But this looks pretty good, pretty straightforward reading. So thank you for being here, and definitely enjoy your week.